louder engines are set to return to Formula One from 2021, with the sport's governing body, the FIA, agreeing on general objectives for future power with a group of manufacturers in Paris last week. F1's turbo-hybrid power plants have been criticized since their introduction from 2014, with teams unhappy with their enormous cost and complexity, and their muted, deeper sound, which many find underwhelming.
I think perhaps we need to think a little less about technology and a little bit more about ultimate chariot racing that Formula One should be. And I think there's a great opportunity moving forward to really address some of those points, to bring the noise back into Formula One, turn the volume up.
And those points have been addressed with the FIA and a group of manufacturers, including current suppliers and others like the Volkswagen Group, agreeing F1 engines post-2020 should be road car relevant, but simpler, cheaper, better sounding, and able to be raced harder. We have begun on the right foot, and I am looking forward to working through the process to come up with the best decision for Formula One into the future, said FIA President John Todt. The exact specification is yet to be decided. Former Grand Prix driver Mark Webber says his friend Fernando Alonso may quit before the end of the year, given the Spaniard's frustration with the McLaren-Honda package. Alonso, a two-time world champion, has already endured 2 very difficult years at McLaren, which continues to struggle under its partnership with the Japanese car manufacturer. This year's MCL 32 has not proved much better, with the Spaniard critical of its lack of power and reliability, and the jury out on whether it's a quick fix or fundamental issue. Fernando might not do the whole year, you never know, Webber said. He's frustrated, he wants to fight for the podium, so Fernando is mentally a long way away from where he wants to be. Alonso's contract runs out at the end of this season, and many within the sport are lamenting the potential departure of the world champion, even if it's at the end of the season.
I hope he doesn't stop. He has the physical ability to continue for many years. As long as he has the passion, he can continue many years.
McLaren's executive director Zak Brown, though, is confident that Alonso can be retained for the foreseeable future. He has 5 years ahead of him if he wants it. I'm very keen for him to stay, and I think he will if we give him a car, he said. Force India driver Esteban Ocon impressed at the season-opening Grand Prix in Australia, coming home 10th for his first point after a dramatic pass on Fernando Alonso down the pit straight. The young Frenchman is living up to the hype he generated in the junior categories, winning the Formula 3 European and GP3 championships, before a 9-race stint at Manor last year, proving a far closer match to Pascal Wehrlein than the man he replaced, Rio Haryanto. But in Melbourne, Ocon was almost half a second off his new teammate Sergio Perez in qualifying, the Mexican also finishing 3 spots ahead in 7th, bagging 6 points. And it's a gap Ocon is confident of quickly closing.
He's a very experienced driver, and I think I did learn a lot from him in the winter, definitely. And I think at the end we will be pretty close all the way through the season, but my target is definitely to push him and beat him.
Perez, though, is ready for the matchup, the Mexican upping his fitness this year to be ready for the new cars and his new teammate.
Yeah, it's not going to be easy to beat him, you know. As we all know, Esteban is a very talented, young, hungry driver. That is not going to be easy, but I believe that I'm very well prepared.
F1 race director Charlie Whiting has confirmed the sport will introduce additional driver head protection from 2018, but that we will have to wait until the end of April to find out if Halo gets the nod. The debate is a hot topic, with driver safety crucial. But the paddock and fans divided on whether additional protection moves away from F1's DNA of open cockpits and open wheels. Both the Halo and Red Bull's Aeroscreen alternative ran on track during practice sessions last year. But Whiting says that the decision on which way to go is fairly clear-cut. So far, the Halo is the only candidate solution that fits the bill, he said. We are working on other solutions for review, and after the 30th of April, which is the cutoff point for regulation changes, we'll just have to see. The device, in whatever form it takes, has already been agreed by the F1 Strategy Group and the F1 Commission, meaning its introduction is almost certain, but many drivers are still railing against it.
I think it's wrong for Formula One. I think it's against the DNA of Formula One. It creates some more issues, extraction from the car, visibility going in the car, working from mechanics. I just don't think it's correct.
F1's Motorsports Managing Director Ross Brawn is yet to comment.